We were referred to Dr. Myers in Indiana Vision Development Center from an eye appointment with an optometrist. And we had, for many, many years, been watching Zach's vision to see if his corrected vision would improve. So when we were referred here, we weren't really sure what we were getting into. But we're glad that we did. And things that we weren't aware of, like double vision, words moving on the page, were brought to our attention. There were a lot of problems that we didn't realize that Zach was having. So for us, there isn't anything that we wouldn't do to help our kids. There's so many things that I want to say that I can't even, they all want to come out at once. Right before we had been to see Dr. Myers, Zach had run into a tree. He was flying a kite, running backwards, and he turned around and slammed right into the tree. Skinned half of his face off and was bleeding profusely. Every kid in the neighborhood ran to go get their parents. My husband and the neighbor, calm men, panicked for a moment. Kids kneeled down on the floor and prayed. And for me, the biggest thing that has gotten me through this is thinking that if that's what this looks like at 7, when he is 16, this is a car wreck. And so, while I would do anything to make sure he fulfills his greatest potential as a student, because that's a whole other thing that we've had, that one has carried me through the challenges of going through the therapy. The therapy has been fantastic. Zach has not been very excited about doing it. What kid wants to do this every day, especially at 8 years old? So that's been our biggest challenge, is his willingness to do this. But for us, for me as a parent, the thought that gets me through it is knowing that I don't have to worry about whether he's going to see that car coming, whether he's going to go from, whether his struggle to go from near to far distance and back is going to play into that, whether his ability to, whether his peripheral vision is going to play into that. Now, on the other side of this, the other benefits that we have seen have been the fact that migraines that we didn't really realize were related to his vision, we just have gone away. He only had them a few times when he was very tired, but they have been completely gone since we've started vision therapy. His spelling has improved, his self-confidence has improved, and that's a good thing. We see it as more fighting in the house, so it's sort of a funny thing. But for us, it's nice to see him feel confident enough to stand up for himself within our family and outside of our family, to be able to go up to a stranger and say, this is what I need. Because there have been times in his life when his anxiety, that's very likely vision related, has stopped him from asking for help from strangers because he was lost in a very foreign place. Looked for him for 2 hours, couldn't find him. So many things make sense now that Dr. Myers has, and the Vision Development Center has brought to our attention. All those pieces of the puzzle really come together. So for us, my advice to any parents out there who have been referred to Dr. Myers and to Indiana Vision Development Center, it's worth every penny that the insurance doesn't cover. It is worth every moment of time that we have to push to make progress. It is It's worth it because we're investing our time and our money into our son, into our son's success, into his safety, into the way he feels about himself. So I'm a huge advocate now to every parent I come across that says, my kid, you know, there's some things that don't quite match up, there's ADD behavior, there's some vision issues. Because for us, you know, it started with his corrected vision wasn't 20/20. It started with a doctor saying, hey, there's somebody else I want you to go see. Take that leap of faith and do this for your kid. And do this for yourself because they're worth the investment. And I just want to tell everybody here, thank you. We really appreciate all you've done.